And we're live.
live.
Shut your face.
Nailed it.
You don't confuse me like that. I can't handle
Nailed
that.
it. It was
So
perfect
early
in
in the
my
day.
mic, which means it was probably awful for everybody watching.
It was
You are getting a
absolutely
demerit. I'm
excruciating.
writing this down. You are getting a demerit.
Ooh.
It's a strike 17.
Hey, how about those Hawkeyes?
How about them Cowboys?
Hawkeye-
I went skydiving.
Is
I
he
went-
one of the Marvel Avengers, right? Guys? The Hawkeyes?
Yeah, he's the one with the flying
with
stars.
the effed up legs?
Oh,
That's
Braden.
Lieutenant Dan. You're watching a wrong Marvel movie.
Man.
Forrest Gump was the original
Avenger?
Avenger.
Oh, he was Captain America. Think about it. All right.
Why, Katrina, why are you watching from the emergency room? What did you do wrong with your new track saw?
Oh, no.
No. She said emergency.
Oh, never mind. That's fun.
That's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like an escape room. but
Emergency
like Dutch.
Woodcraft? Is that like a company?
Yeah.
Chest pains. No,
Oh.
that's
Oh,
bad.
Jesus.
Yeah, new track saws do that to me too.
Okay.
I'm trying to make light because I just do humor when I'm uncomfortable in serious situations.
Speaking of uncomfortable and serious situations, Malcolm, hi.
Hey,
Hello there.
Hey, how are you? Feel free to jump in.
Yeah, I've just been listening to all of this banter, is it?
Yeah, I know
What
you're
we like
used
to
to not being able to respond vocally and typing furiously
Right.
in a chat.
I
But
snipe from the chat usually.
Yeah.
So
well, right, you're gonna have to lob some grenades right into the conversation. Sorry,
okay,
bud.
Got it.
Alex, we talked about this. You can't revoke my Oma Bro card. I am an OG.
Yeah,
yeah, he's like a
Membership
godfather.
can't be
pretty
revoked.
sure like Dan started the club by accident. He was forced to start the club. Basically, Braden and Nick wanted to do it, but they don't want it legally in their name.
So,
So
pretty
Dan
much,
was an underwriter.
pretty much like half the things that Dan does these days. Nick and Braden forced him to do it because it's good for him, like taking medicine and drinking water.
Mm-hmm.
Braden, what are you eating right now?
Pretzels.
Soup.
Oh,
Soup.
he's just full on eating a meal.
Full on eating a meal in the live.
Hey, guys,
His-
check this out.
Wow.
I can almost read the letters.
It's pretty underwhelming.
It needs like a standoff like
It
they
needs to
have
come
in
out.
yeah.
There's a standoff. It's just not standoffish enough.
Oh, well, if only you could like make one. Huh.
Yeah, I'll work on it.
You can 3D
Just
print it.
I fully expect that to fall in the middle of the show. By the way.
The sign or the light?
Yes.
Oh
I think
no.
you should- I think you should angle your camera up a little bit and move the light above you so that you can have light bulb ideas.
No.
Did you
Uh,
move
good.
the
AW
ring? Usually you have a ring right behind you of red. Oh, I see it
That's his
moved a
red.
little.
Yeah, his
Yeah, it's over there.
Now
his
highlights this.
red
Pete,
shelves.
Pete told me to keep that open because it looks better.
Yeah, but you were supposed to
see.
clean it up too, and
Well, it was clean at one point.
Yeah.
But
You're
now I
supposed to
have
put,
so much
like,
3D filament. that, like,
tchotchkes and knickknacks and mementos and things in there.
I,
you know,
well, I have
Not
patty wax in there.
No
Yeah.
patty
No patty wax. No, you don't do that.
Anti-paddywhack here.
The one that is not working.
Slap on.
Braden, look
Slap
what
off.
I brought with me.
Thank you.
Yes, that is my favorite hat that I've ever made.
It's
I
a
was
one-
so proud.
It's
I was
one of
so
one,
proud of
right?
that
I
one.
think. I believe it's a one of one hat.
It is a one
Yeah,
of one hat.
it is.
The worst money ever spent.
It's the only way that I would ever wear a snapback, and I wore it to a restaurant once, and then got asked. I was told that somebody complained about.
What does that
me
one
with
say?
My
Oh.
loot hat. It
You,
says,
what
African
restaurant did you
wood.
wear it to?
I don't know what that
Olive
says.
Garden?
It's backwards.
it was just like it was just like a breakfast joint diner.
It was
Randy,
a,
we got your question. It'll make it on time. Don't worry, buddy.
It was a
Ugh.
Cheddar's Family Inn.
I guess
Cheddar.
I'll
Sure.
pull the questions. Ugh.
What we got 2 questions in this week, as far as I
No,
know.
I think there's a couple
There's another
more.
one.
There's a bunch.
There was
Oh.
there was an audio piece that was sent to us through IG. So I screen grabbed it and sent a blank video with the audio.
That just
It's
sounds like
gonna be
too much
fun.
work.
That sounds
It
like
was a lot
work.
of work for me. I'm afraid I doubt the work is already done. You're
Yeah.
not to the finish. This is more like a relay race.
This sounds
Here's
like
the baton.
I have a lot to do.
Who did
Baton.
that?
Who did that? Was it Duffy?
Alex Duffy.
Oh,
I recorded a
Duffster.
question. and almost
those
sent it in.
Amish. Am
Can
I
do
right?
that?
Yeah.
Wait. When was December 2nd?
AWP sponsored by Dots Pretzels. I don't care if all they offer is an unlimited lifetime supply of Dots Pretzels. I'm taking that sponsorship. I won't even consult with Dan and Pete. We will just suddenly be sponsored by Dots Pretzels.
The lifetime supply is like definitely like 30 bags tops,
I'd do
because then
that.
you're done.
30 bags.
No,
want-
no, because
I
then
want a
you
real
would just
lifetime
end up at the
supply.
hospital.
Oh, I see.
I
I
see
see what you're saying.
2 questions from Alex Adams. I hope they're under the
Oh
limit.
boy.
Hope they're appropriate.
They
Alex
are actually. I
Adams,
think I pre-listened to them.
I did not get kicked out of a Waffle House. That would have been a fight. I'd have been in a fight at a Waffle House.
Can you
I wanna
even get
see
kicked out of a
Malcolm.
Waffle House for
It was
that?
it was a step buff. No. Mm-mm.
Corn and
It
biscuits.
was a Waffle Hut.
Biscuits
Waffle
and
Hut.
corn.
It was an
Biscuits and
IHOP.
corn.
Waffles and Co.
You know what? Speaking of that, Malcolm, I know you got me a T-shirt from that place. I cannot find it.
Waffle
Was it a
House?
T-shirt or was it just like a koozie?
Okay,
And
you
a
got me
sticker.
something. Maybe that's
Yeah.
why I can't find it. I'm looking
From
for a
Waffle
T-shirt.
House?
And then you told me you hate koozies, so that might be part of the
Oh, yeah.
problem.
Yeah, that might be it.
No, it's totally
Oh,
fine.
might be it. All right, let's see.
Good soup.
Good soup.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
they
good soup.
changed 11 labs. I don't like this. This whole text-to-speech thing looks different.
Did they change it to 12 labs?
It just it's different. Let me see. We got to sample some though.
A single rose can be my garden.
Sure.
A single friend. my
Ooh.
home.
Okay,
that?
calm down, Chris, with your seductive voice. All right, so that's gonna be
Christopher.
yeah, Chris. Naughty Chris. Am I right?
Stay in your lane.
Braden is eating out of a whole ass crock pot.
Yeah, that would
I
be
don't-
something he would do.
I don't know why everybody's always surprised
Is that-
at the size of my eating apparatus.
Hey
I
guys,
want to know
I have
where you
2
put the
questions for
dash
you this
there.
week.
Is it whole ass crock pot or whole ass crock pot?
Let's see, where is it so I can see it?
It's Alex's comment.
Well, there's like 100 of those. I'm trying to figure
Yeah.
out. Is it before
A lot
or
of them.
after Dan's background looks like the red light district?
It does, but like on a Tuesday night.
Dan's background, especially with the
What's
new
wrong with
light,
Thursday night?
it looks like a gritty, futuristic back alley, like the rich people are above in the sky and you're down on Earth. Type
Dystopian?
of background. Yes, it's like a dystopian
Dystopian.
future back alley.
I was gonna go with murder flick, but you know,
Okay, that's good.
I'll
that
flick
could
your
Very
murder.
well be a murder flick.
So YouTube needs an Alex Adams film.
Now, is an ass crock pot a crock pot filled with ass, or an ass that's also a crock pot?
It is
I
ass
still
shaped. It's just
Cannot see
ass
this
shaped
comment.
crock pot.
it's a butt crock pot.
Because I've been to a couple bars where
All right.
you could get wings out of an ass.
It would be a
That was kind of a
whole
crock pot.
a whole dash ass crock pot because it's whole ass is the modifier. Whole is modifying the ass, and then crock pot.
You're.
Are we
saying
still
some
talking about
words.
punctuation here?
Yes.
I think so.
Okay.
Uh,
wanted to be
Dan,
clear.
I cannot. This might
Yeah,
be just
it's a
because I'm
strip
nerdy,
club.
but I cannot unsee like the AWP logo lit up like that. Just screams Bioshock logo. I don't know if anyone's like played the game before. It just looks like it, like the City of Rapture. You know, Bioshock. Dan, you're pretending to be uninterested, like you haven't played the game. I know, I get
I. Okay.
AWP sponsored by Grammarly.
it.
If we can fix these morons, we can fix you. Grammarly.
Dan, you could put another light near the raccoon and just have it going up.
It's
think
just
that
too
would-
many lights.
forgot
It's
about-
just too
Yeah.
much.
You need
So
lights
what
on
I
lights.
Too many
what I
lights, come
did
on.
During the last 2 weeks is I got this Milwaukee light and I put it down here on the floor and I put a USPS like tote around it because it diffuses the light and I shine it up that way, but it creates too much light and
Yeah.
people have bitched about the shadows. So like
He was basically creating a ransom video.
You know, it's so crazy. Like, if only Dan had access to like lighting equipment that might be used for like maybe photos or video,
huh,
maybe some diffusers.
Huh.
Dan, do you have any Ds you could fuse in your house? Like,
Oh, I have lots of Ds.
so maybe fuse them together and diffuse some
Hmm.
light. That's all you need.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, Daddy.
Dan, with just the spotlight.
I got these little lights on Temu.
Of course you did.
Shocker.
There it is.
I'm sure.
I'm shooketh.
I still have
Which
not
little
bought from
light? The
Temu.
one that the interrogation light above the sign. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes. It's there's these little clips, and then they magnetize to this.
Are those also galvanized steel? Like
Perhaps.
your square you got?
No, these
Your-
are actually stronger than that square.
That freaking boomerang you got? That bent so fast. It's not even funny.
As soon as I took it out of the package, I was like, "Oh, I gotta
This,
make this
this
video."
Pete, how hard is it to rearrange us on the screen?
what do we need?
If you could move it so
So
that
that's how far it is off the wall.
Dan is
Not very
next
far.
to me, like Dan is where Malcolm is, our lighting will make it look like Dan and I are in the same room.
Okay,
You
okay.
want Dan above you on my screen?
He basically wants.
What?
I'm looking at YouTube.
I'm gonna try to do, but I'm gonna do one of
Oh,
these.
yeah.
There we go. Okay, cool.
Oh,
For my setup,
alright.
I need to be on top right. It works best for me.
There we go.
yeah.
There we go. Looks
You
like
gotta be
Dan.
on
It
top.
looks like I'm just giving like
Just across the room.
Pachi pointed out that it looks like I'm in the same room, shoved in
Yeah,
the corner.
and
as Dan,
Malcolm's
so
right there.
I only get a little bit of the light.
Oh, speaking of Pachi, and speaking of Pachi and Temu, how do you like my Temu Brunt ripoff hoodie?
No.
It's Brunt.
Yeah, really?
It's
It's-
Brunt.
It's grunt.
You've got a Brunt
Grunt.
sweatshirt. Are you gonna wear that with your knockoff Lee Onomans?
Oh no. Lee Ocean. Lee Omens. Nobody gets that one. Nobody watches King of the
How
Hill.
long do things take to ship from Temu?
Up to 2 weeks.
Okay.
A lot of
But
them are
here's the thing.
distributed in the US now, so
Yeah.
they have warehouses here. It's just Amazon essentially.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
Chinese Amazon.
As a
lot
matter of
stuff
fact,
is
some of the
coming
stuff that I
in
ordered-
Amazon boxes.
China's on.
Yeah, some of the stuff that I order comes straight from
China's-
Amazon.
My wife
But-
made me download the Temu app today, and because she didn't want it on her phone. Something from Temu, and I'm like, "Why are you going to do this?" She's like, "Your phone's already dirty, so go ahead." So I did that, and then I was
Yo,
like,
ready to go to those naughty
clean.
sites like Another Witch Hot Podcast YouTube.com
So unclean.
touchmywood.com.
Onlydams.com.
or millimeterpeter.com.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, thank you for that,
She finds
Braden.
this thing, and then all the listings for the sweaters say,
Sweater.
you know, that it may arrive by Christmas. And I'm like, you realize this is, when is your party? This is not going to probably make it.
May arrive by May.
Right. He's like, oh, never mind. So, oh, yeah,
May arrive by Christmas 2025.
that's right.
A Christmas.
I got 2 orders on Etsy today.
Uh-huh.
And you know how when an order
Congratulations.
comes up on your phone, it just says you got an order, whatever.
Yeah.
In the little notification, it said ship by December, whatever. First time I've ever seen that.
Oh, I
that
wonder if they
notification.
added that in.
Oh, like that you needed to ship by that date?
So they're
Uh-huh.
telling you what to do.
That's been there for a while.
I
'Cause I have
only
something I'm
just started
supposed to-
seeing it.
I might have my first Dan order today. And by that, I mean a late shipment.
No, I've been seeing ship by. Okay, no,
I
all
just
right.
started seeing
So
it today.
he's right because it's not all. Well, actually, wait, that was a digital order. No, Dan, I think all physical orders do that because I have
I've
the
only
ship.
just started
oh,
seeing it today.
well, I can't show you now because I clicked
Well,
it.
this,
Like
this
yeah, there it
explains
is,
so
yeah.
much.
like
Dan
ship
had just
by,
no
ship by, ship
idea.
by.
Oh.
If it's a digital file, you don't get it. Like if it's digital, like right there,
Yeah.
that's not it. So
Okay.
Look at Pete just bragging, showing off all his orders.
most of these are just someone favorited your shop, which just leads to 0 sales.
Yeah, I have a gal who ordered something that is a very specific, like the listing was for a specific item and it's described as that specific item, but I must have been building it to have, build to order options for this little egg tray. and I forgot to disable white oak as an option. So she, of course, ordered the
White
one
oak.
thing that I have. But hey, can I have it in white oak, please?
See,
And then
that-
she messaged me today and said, "Hey, can you just ship it directly to? It's a gift. Can you ship it directly to the recipient?" The person that ordered its address is in California. The person who's receiving it, Omaha, Nebraska.
Are you really? What? Just drop it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to do that. No, because I don't want to get murdered. But
I would feel so weird to just like drop off locally. I've definitely gotten orders in town before and been like, I'm just paying the $4 to not get out of get out of the house and get in a car.
I did that for a couple of craft fairs when we were doing custom stuff. Like it was, oh yeah, well, I'll laser grave it and then I'll come drop it off. And now, no, I'm shipping it. It's worth the $3 to $4.
I got a table order for.
Was it from Kayla? Was it for a black table, poker table? Small black poker table?
No.
Oh, okay. Go on. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I got a table order for a person that lives in my wife's hometown.
So have
And
her
we
drop
were
it off.
actually-
Was it her?
No, we were gonna go up to her hometown for Thanksgiving, and we did. So I messaged that person. I said, "Hey, I actually have this table ready. I'm actually gonna be in your town for Thanksgiving. Can I drop it off?" And
they
it
said
was
no.
crickets. It was crickets.
They said,
So,
please ship.
probably.
Cancel. Order canceled.
Right.
I rather
Well,
not.
We don't want you to come by.
I paid for shipping and handling. I want you to ship and handle it. Yeah, that's where Dan's other family lives. Yes.
Yeah. No. Not Dan's other family. Dan's wife's other family.
Oh no. I don't think Dan has the capacity. None of us have the capacity for a second family. Also, we don't leave the
I
house
don't have
enough,
time
right?
for this family.
Yeah, that's the thing. Barely got time for this one. I don't know how people ever did that. Like how people got away with like 2 families. I don't know. I don't get it.
Social media was not a thing.
Yeah,
For one.
but I don't know. Just keeping. I mean, like having a side piece somewhere. Okay, you're a traveling salesman. You travel. Okay, but like a whole ass family, mortgage, everything. Forget
That's
it.
Yeah,
expensive.
Yeah,
who's
it's
making that
expensive.
much
I'm
money?
right. That's what I'm
expensive.
saying.
In this
Right.
economy?
In that
We're
economy,
talking. This all happened in the '90s, folks.
it's what happened in like the 50s.
Yeah,
Could
that-
maybe afford a
that stuff
half
don't
side
happen
piece,
now.
but
Yeah.
not the
Oh.
whole.
Jeez.
Right. I
All
can do a 3/4 main piece at this point. Like,
I can do like 1.1 piece. Like that's why, hence the baby. Like all I can handle is Emma and the baby. That's it. And as she grows, hopefully I can handle more.
oh, see, Morgan has it figured out. He does free shipping, but he charges a hefty manhandling fee.
Right.
Is the fee
sense.
hefty or is the manhandling?
No,
hefty?
it's a wait,
Yes.
mansplaining fee. I love it. All right, let's get into these questions.
Let's get in it.
The first one, or first 2, are going to be from Alex because he's selfish and he wants to hear his own voice over
thing I
everyone
know
else.
not to answer these
Hefty
questions.
men.
Don't you dare answer these. If you answer them, you're off the
It's-
show.
Malcolm, it's like you've never listened to this before. I'm disappointed.
Don't you ever.
I can't answer them now even a little bit.
Not even a little
you
bit.
You can answer them sarcastically and wrongly.
I'm gonna take notes.
Wait, why are
Just the
these?
tip of an answer.
Why?
Jason wants to know who got the best holiday teat between the 4 of us.
I haven't gotten any teats.
Holiday teat?
I've had a few.
Technically, it's treat, but I just assume that Newfies, like, aren't all the R's silent?
Oh,
The
They
I
Z
don't
is
understand
silent.
Canadian.
And the W's.
Wait, no, don't group. None. Oh, there we go. Okay.
I need another cup of coffee.
Yeah, I need one too.
yes.
All right. First question from
question.
Alex of the
Alex.
Adams clan.
Wow, what a surprise.
Hey guys, with the
Oh, wait.
holidays
Shocking.
in full
Everybody
swing,
knows.
obviously spending a
Hang on. I was being selfish and playing it just for
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah. I
Three,
see
two,
where
one,
you're going
go!
with that.
Hey guys, with the holidays in full swing, obviously spending a lot of time in the shop to get things done can have a toll both physically and mentally. And I'm curious
Oh.
what you guys do to kind of help yourselves push through all of that. Because obviously if you're doing a lot of sanding, cutting, gluing, all that stuff. You know, it can rub your hands raw, give you lots of blisters from either standing, sitting, doing other things, having masks on all the time so that you don't breathe stuff in, but you get sweaty, as well as a lot of masks marks, and it can be uncomfortable. And of course, the mental toll of trying to churn through so much stuff and trying to keep yourself going. So I'm curious what you guys do to make it through those long days, whether it's something that's more ergonomic or some type of PPE that helps you guys make it through those long days.
How long does this need to be?
Meth.
Yeah, I don't do anything. I don't know what you I don't know what you mean.
I can't wait for just the stream.
For the blisters, I use this. And for other things too. Don't ask.
Does it work for?
I'll make it weird.
Beating it.
I can't wait for just the stream of do as we say, not as we do.
You ever whacked off with icy hot? It's like a different person.
It's like a race.
Speaking of that, no. All right, let's change topics. Go to some questions.
Nearby, but you know.
All right, here's Alex Adams again.
Hey guys, my son has been asking me about getting a 3D printer for a couple of months now, and I finally bit the bullet and ordered a Bamboo A1. So my question is, obviously with this something that he wants to do, how do I keep him engaged kind of at the appropriate level? Because he's 8 years old, so he's not going to be able to do everything himself. But I don't want to come in and pretty much overtake it from him and just do everything for him so then he doesn't actually learn anything. Because I don't want to end up like Malcolm's kids where they build mangers out of pallets. Because that's just becoming a failure right there.
Attack. Good question. So he got the A1, he said, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Why didn't he get the mini?
A1.
I'm glad he went with the A1.
Why? Why are you glad?
Because it sounds like he bought the 3D printer to do exactly what I was planning to do, and I got the mini and immediately regretted the size.
Because you took it from your daughter and wanted to use it.
And then I took it from my daughter and I turned it into a production machine. So yes, I basically failed at every single aspect of that question.
Oh, you. All right, here's a question from a person whose name I didn't write down.
Hey, this is Nick at Design is Blank. My
It's Nick.
question is for all of you.
Oh,
What is
Nick.
the most important lesson that you've learned as a result of failure? Could be specific to woodworking, content creation, or just general business stuff. I'd love to hear from all of you, but especially what Malcolm has to say, knowing how incredibly experienced he is with failure. By the way, the beef's still cooking, Malcolm. Bye.
Fantastic.
Nick is my boy. It's my boy. I'm gonna fuck him up when I see him, but he's my boy.
You can't say fuck. You have to say blank, like in his name.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's alive. So.
Yes.
How presumptuous of him to imply that any of us would ever fail at anything ever.
Have you seen us at all for any amount of time?
That's a fail, Malcolm.
Is that a dwarf?
It is a little
basically.
Yeah, it's a.
Oh, he's multicolored. That's one way to do a multicolor print.
What were you trying to do there exactly?
Glue it together.
I don't. I was trying to.
Hey, he's
use
mixed.
up.
I'm just a grown man trying my best.
I really am.
All right. This one is, I believe, from Randy from Very Expensive, Connecticut.
Good evening, guys. It's Randy from Connecticut. I have 2 questions today. Question 1, purchasing plans from somebody,
Hey, hold on, pause. Can you
building
pause
the
this real
product,
quick?
and
What?
Can you start from the beginning? Was there a growl in there?
I think that was his throat
Why I need
making a sound.
headphones.
That's fine. Yeah. Let's hear it
Start
again.
over. I wanna
There was
hear
a
it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in there. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
good evening, guys. It's Randy from Connecticut. I have 2 questions today. Question 1,
Nice.
purchasing plans from somebody,
Know if it was me or if it was one
building
of
the
you
product,
I was gonna ask you for
and
you.
selling it.
Oh, I need headphones.
Do you give them credit that it's not your design and it was theirs? Or do you just say nothing like it was your design? Question 2, do you purchase plans, modify the design that fits better for you, modify the plans, and resell the plans? Is that the right thing to do? I have no interest in doing plans. I don't have the patience for it. But I know some of the guys on We built this thing, saw their plans, and I was just genuinely curious. Is that morally okay?
He claims that's his.
Have a good
laundry
night.
room,
Bye.
But I don't know. I think it's grody.
You need to get that equipment looked at. Now.
He doesn't claim it was his laundry room. He says he was in his
He was
laundry
in there,
room,
right.
making those weird growling noises.
Oh, okay.
Right. Is that where the human eating plant is? Feed me, Seymour. All right. The last one is from who was this? Oh, this was Alex Duffy, and we have to use the sexiest of AI voices for him. I think that's it. Is it?
Do we? No,
I
it was
think.
audio.
Oh wait, no, hang on. Then what's this? Oh, it just comes through as a video. So, sorry, never mind. I thought it was. Wait, did we not do an AI voice? Somebody else. We missed one.
Do you want me to just read it?
I'm doing no. I'm gonna do AI. Sorry, I'm gonna do Alex Duffy
it's
first.
It's a recording.
I know there's one more that I missed. I just didn't download it.
I see.
Oh.
Hey guys, it's Alex from Duffy Woodcraft. I have 2 questions for Malcolm. First of all, Malcolm, if you had to pick only side grain or in grain cutting boards to make for the rest of your life, what would you make? And
Side
secondly,
piece.
did you enjoy working with Aubrey Plaza on Parks and Rec? Thanks, guys.
I got
very
him.
good.
That's topical. I get it.
Alex.
It all makes sense now.
You are the better Alex, barely.
There's not that many of them.
I like Aubrey Plaza.
Did you say you don't?
I do.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, she's a national treasure.
Yeah.
Do you diddy
Yes.
dum diddy do?
Oh, I diddied.
Oh, stop it.
Oh no.
No. Oh no.
Oh.
Billy?
I'm in danger.
I doo-wop diddied.
All right. So this question is from Greg D'Ambrosio from GTG Woodworks.
He's probably going to ask where his router base is. It's coming.
All right, let's see here.
Hey guys, I have 2 questions for you this week. 1. Do you have a
Right,
recommendation on where to source very unique woods online? As an example, I'm looking to buy 10 board feet of willow so that I can make a gift for my wife for our 9th wedding anniversary. After a lot of Googling, I've had little luck on finding this type of wood. I've also had little luck from the few local hardwood stores nearby. I'm curious if you have any recommendations on where to source one-off woods like this.
I have an
2.
idea, but I'm not.
You
gonna
mentioned a
give
few
you
episodes ago that Oliver
The
Machinery
concept
was
of an
coming out
idea.
with a 15-inch benchtop planer, a very unique and cool tool. I was searching around Grizzly last night. I stumbled across a similar 15-inch benchtop planer, model G0815. I was curious if you've ever seen this before or heard feedback on the planer. Its normally prices under $1,600 and seems like an awesome option for a benchtop planer.
Awesome.
Greg D'Ambrosio, GTD Woodworks.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at this thing. It's $1,259. It's a 15-inch, 3 horsepower. Like looks like kind of the traditional.
If it's anything like the one I just bought, and it's probably not.
Well, I'm assuming it's straight
great.
knives. They do have a helical version of it. Oh, but that's a standing. Okay, so it's 2,300 for the standing. I mean, it's not
What was
bad.
the-
It's got no base
What's
or
the number
anything.
on that one? What was that
It,
number?
it is G0815.
Well, here's the problem.
H.
I'm all about that base.
Yes, of course, which I respect.
No trouble.
But what about treble?
No trouble.
No.
No trouble. I just put the link in the chat there so you guys can take a look at it. It is actually a very interesting size because like usually you can't get a
Is that an
15-inch.
affiliate link? Would
That's
that
just
have
it's a grizzly link.
affiliate
Make sure to use code AWP at checkout.
hmm
Is that? That's got to be 220, right?
That is
It's got to be 3 horsepower.
it's 388. That's the shipping weight.
Yeah, 240 volt single phase 14.
I can't
Okay.
see anything because of this stupid pop-up for their email address.
Oh,
lessons.
it blocks the whole page.
I
Yeah.
hope you learned your lesson, Braden.
I've actively worked to not learn any lessons at any point
Okay.
ever.
What's the opposite of learning lessons?
Experiencing life to the fullest.
That's what he's doing.
Not the best, but
Huffing
the
feet.
fullest.
Ignoring everything and just going through life blindly.
It leads to the best stories.
It's called the Dunlap experience.
I'm just out here Dunlapping through life.
Yeah, that's right. Living like Dan. See, Morgan got
Take
it.
another Dunlap.
Live, laugh, Dan.
By the way, I see that Nick from Design is Blank is in the chat. And what's funny is Dan sends us a screenshot of Drew Witt, and there's a little circle below his icon.
I thought that was a sponsored.
I don't know.
thing.
It just
I'm like,
said
how did you do
blank,
that?
and it was yellow, and we're like, what the hell? And I clicked the stories. I'm like, oh, it was like a public response to a story. I guess it pins it below it.
I thought,
but it
Drew
looked like
had access to fancy new features.
Well, because Nick's got one of those simple logos that just scream a
Yeah.
brand. You know.
Yeah.
Good on you. Good stuff,
That
Nick.
brand.
That brando.
Nick is
And
awesome.
Nick, it seems it's your first time here. We apologize. Also, welcome. In that order. I'm sorry.
We're technically supportive.
Yeah. We just try our best. 230 episodes, guys. Anytime we do a round number, I'm like, oh, that's cool.
That's round.
That is round.
I'm more in for the prime numbers. I like the prime numbers.
Dan, name one prime number.
227.
Damn,
Dang.
that was quick.
That was
231
locked and loaded.
Possibly.
I'm either impressed or I'm worried that he's really autistic and he's just hiding it well.
I'm making it up. I have no idea. I don't math. You're
Dan
the math
just starts rattling off pi to like the 100th number.
Dan, how many toothpicks did I just drop?
4.
He's
Hey,
right.
Siri, is 227 a prime number?
Yes, 227 is a prime
That's good, Dan.
number. This is from Wikipedia.
Oh, you can't trust that. That was probably wrong. Yeah, no.
You're welcome.
Oh, no.
Apple Intelligence for you. I don't understand what Apple Intelligence has that's so much different than what Siri was before.
My honestly,
what am I missing?
Well, my favorite thing about it is
I don't know a nickname for you.
you can stumble over your
That's what you're
phrases
missing.
and keep talking and keep asking continuous questions, and she'll keep listening. So it's so if you're like, hey,
Like
who's
that.
the host of Shops? I mean, the host of AWP. Like, she'll actually know you meant AWP.
Hey Siri, who's the host of Another Woodshop podcast?
I found this on the web.
You're not going to say the names out loud. Bitch.
Wow.
He found nothing on
That's
the
not
web.
nice.
She found nothing.
Nothing.
Matt Everhart.
Now ask her about shop sounds.
Who are the
Hey,
hosts
Siri,
of Shop
who
Sounds?
are the hosts of Shop Sounds, the podcast?
Who are the hosts of Shop
A
Sounds?
woodworking podcast about nothing with Nick Kievek, Woodwork.
Wow.
Oh, that's old.
Keith Johnson, better known as at KJ Sawdust.
Ain't-
This is
ain't
from
that a
Thought
bitch?
Leaders IO.
Oh, did I forget Jason?
She's still wrong.
No, they got Jason. They got Jathan.
Jason?
What did I turn into Mike Tyson just then? They got Jathan.
Yeah, Thought
Oh,
Found.
of course Keith is here.
We got Thought
Son
Found.
of That's it. I'm throwing this new phone.
Who
in
are the
trash.
hosts of Another Woodshop podcast?
You
Oh,
guys are missing out on some
Clay
metadata
Travis and
somewhere.
Buck Sexton tackle the biggest stories in the
No
news.
way.
What?
Can I be Buck Sexton?
I can't wait for a new t-shirt. I listened to AWP and all I got was a signed Buck Sexton t-shirt.
Hey Keith, I don't know what you're talking about. I saw a lot of Spotify Wrapped this week or today, and not seeing a lot of you guys above us. Just saying. What, Dan?
Could
I
that
did see
could
another
that,
podcast above you guys, though.
could that just
I
be
didn't see a
because
single one above
you
us.
only get tagged in the Another Woodshop podcast ones and not the Shop Sounds ones?
Dan, hush.
Why are you
Dan,
asking for
Dan,
receipts?
Hush.
If there's anything I learned from our soon to be president, is whatever you say is law. And if someone argues with you, you just go, no, that's not right. You just
news.
gaslight everyone and you win.
Fake news.
Fake news.
All right,
Fake
I need
news.
another cup of coffee.
Go get another cup of coffee.
Mention thing.
Malcolm's
Listen.
gonna sing a song, and then Braden's gonna put away his bowl of soup.
Right. Am
Oh,
I
I
not
finished
allowed
off
to
my bowl
cuss,
of soup.
though?
I mean, you can cuss if you.
F-bombs, like, even on the live, I thought that was okay.
We're not
It's
clean.
frowned upon.
I mean,
Right.
I'm pretty sure I cursed earlier when you cursed because I was riding the
can't,
high. I was riding that wave.
I don't think I can sing that. I'm sorry.
Malcolm said a naughty.
I'm gonna sing a 1950s classic. Oh no.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
What a
good.
dude.
Uh,
What a dude.
they have to change a few words, and that's how we got the national anthem.
Braden, are you done with the soup finally? Please say yes.
I'm done with that bowl of soup.
Oh my god.
Imagine it wasn't soup; it was just Dot's pretzels in a bowl. He was just eating it with a
Oh,
spoon.
no.
You have
God, I
another
could go for some Dots
vat
pretzels.
of soup coming out.
Yeah.
Like,
Listen,
Dan
you
talked about
guys
coffee. I
actually-
want coffee now.
You guys act like it's your first time meeting me. I'm basically Robert Downey Jr. I'm hiding food all around me at all times, and I'm always snacking.
Well, I've seen people hand you stuff directly, and I know that's something that you can't do to Iron Man. Did you know that?
And that's true. He does not like
Yeah.
things being handed to
He
him.
doesn't like things being handed to him.
really?
Yeah, a little Marvel trivia there for you. The only person to ever hand him anything in any of the movies is when he travels in time. Spoiler. And his dad hands him something to hold.
The character or the actor?
The character.
The character.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, they're famous actors. That might just be that weird in real life too.
He's also very much a raging alcoholic. So
In the movie, or yeah, the answer is yes. For both, I guess, right?
in the comic, in the
In the
movie,
comic.
in real life.
It's
So, yeah.
it's a real stark contrast between him and him in real life. What are you eating now? What's in your mouth? It's like a
Wow,
dog.
again.
It's like having a dog. What's in your mouth?
Drop it.
I have assorted nuts and cheese puffs.
How did Malcolm become the voice of AWP? Lowest bidder. Yeah,
There were just not that many entries.
He was
We're not answering questions in the live. You
he
have to
was
send that
the cheapest with the deepest voice.
Right. That's right.
We got Barry Manilow, but he wanted like $100.
Right. Yeah.
Is Barry Manilow still
willing
alive?
to work for anything. I was willing to work for followers.
Yeah, I mean, we really wanted the intro to be done by either Adele or Mike Tyson, but both were busy.
I didn't work out.
Adele wasn't on tour, and Mike Tyson, we all know, was prepping for a fight. That's right. So
Completely pantsless.
I don't have time. Oh my god, dude, that the confidence of that interview. Oh my god. If you guys didn't see the fight, at least just look up Mike Tyson interview whatever. Just type that in. That you'll get it. He was wearing like an assless cup, like assless chaps basically, and just like was in the interview and then walks away from the interview and the camera just goes, oh, they did not pan away.
That was the best part of that whole fight.
The best part of that whole fight, yeah.
By the way, the guy doing the interview was
Was
Mike
it-
Tyson's son.
It's his son, yeah.
Dad,
Yeah.
put some pants on.
He was like, that's dad. I don't know. His son doesn't have a list.
No,
Not
his
a
son
sumo
doesn't
match.
sound like that.
Not a sumo match.
Yes, he does.
Dad, put some pants on.
AWP paid Malcolm an exposure.
Yes.
I still can't believe
Wrong
that.
kind of exposure. The exposure I didn't want.
You know that
Apparently
Mike.
cheapest with the deepest was Malcolm's college nickname.
Oh,
Yes.
what?
Wow.
Just with the deepest, baby.
So how do you know Nick?
Social media? How I know.
Oh,
all
okay.
of
I don't know if you
guess?
guys like go way back. Like, oh, we served
No. We
in
met
like
actually at Maker Camp.
Salvation Army.
We
Worked same
met at
shift.
Maker Camp 2 years ago. And
And then you
hit it off
became
right
fast
away.
lovers.
He's like he's an interesting guy. You should probably talk to him, at least maybe consider him in the future. But basically he's just a little bit outside of on the fringe of the maker circle, I would say, but pretty awesome.
No, we circled the whole. We look the worst
Very
of the worst.
creative,
Yeah.
design centered guy. Yeah.
Yeah, we basically
And from
bring
Grindr.
on.
And from
I do
Grindr.
I'm from
follow him.
Grinder, yeah.
Okay.
Of course. Heavily involved in the protest signs for the writer's strike.
Yes. Okay. That's when I started following him.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was that? Is that
Yeah.
really okay? That just seemed like fake trivia for a second.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
He was heavily
The
involved
signs were
in the signs
legendary.
for the
middle
writer's
finger, Mickey middle finger, and the Porky Pig. Yeah, they were amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Fringe cringe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's a
we're
very interesting music style.
the fringe cringe.
Yeah, it was real popular in the 90s.
It's real
as well.
offbeat. All right. Wait. Do we have any other questions? I think that was it, right?
Is that it?
Yeah, I do have to extract the audio from that one. Actually, it's fine. We don't need to because I'll just play it. Play it live.
We'll do it live.
We'll
Oh,
do-
Lord.
F it. We're gonna do it live.
I reapplied for my contractor's license in Nebraska.
Ooh.
Congratulations.
Is that to do installs and stuff?
Yeah.
Cool.
Perfect. All Little Bug woodworking installs are now actually done by Daniel Dunlap Woodworks.
I've got a guy. Oh,
What was
sorry.
that?
That was a computer sound, not to be confused with a throat sound.
Dan and I have the perfect balance of neither one of us has to get
What is
like
happening?
the same thing. We just balance.
Speaking of off topic, when after we record, Braden, are you gonna be awake for a while? Because I might dart over to your place for a little bit.
Oh, how romantic!
I did that thing that Pete said not to do anymore, and drank 3 energy drinks at 7 p.m.
You almost vibrated through the wall that one episode. That was who was on it? Was that Drew Witt?
It was my superpower.
That was Drew Witt.
Drew Witt. Oh my God, Braden literally was like texting. I was like, I might have a heart attack.
How did you guys talk Drew into a second appearance on a podcast?
He was begging for it.
There wasn't. Yeah, he asked.
He begged for it.
Yeah, he messaged me and said, "When you guys
like, guys, I got nothing going on right now. I want to stay relevant. Like, please." And we're like, all right,
next week. No,
it's amazing.
Legit.
He's such a fake hater. He's like, I hate podcasts. So we'll go on.
We're his favorite.
I hate cutting boards, but yet I'm gonna help promote.
I'm pretty
them.
sure he's never been on any other podcast. I think it's just us. Yeah.
I feel abandoned by AWP since I've never had a second appearance request. I hope you enjoy your new orange president just for doing that to me.
Wow.
I said, okay, what are you doing next week?
Cheeto POTUS. So dumb. Actually, wait, who's this? Duffy.
The Duffster.
With an EY. I keep putting just Duffy with a Y in there.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Dan, what are you coming to my house for?
Okay, yeah. As you know,
explain
my
yourself.
drum sander is
it
still
sex
not.
stuff?
My drum sander is still not operational, and I've been planing everything out.
But your planer is louder.
No, the planer is like way quieter.
Oh.
But
sure, your neighbors love it.
Things have to be at least 8 inches to go through the planer, ladies. So I can't send the whiskey smokers through the planer. That would be a bad idea. So I got 20 whiskey smokers that need to be sanded out because they got onion skins on them.
Yeah, bring them all over.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to be up working on. That and coffee scoops.
Okay.
Why is your sander not working still, Dan?
Still waiting on the parts from Laguna, actually. They're supposed to be here tomorrow between 10 and 2.
So were they like shocked that like, hey, no one's ever actually ordered these? No one's ever worn out this part before.
No one's ever worn out the knurled drive roller.
We just like offer it, but like they're literally making it. We weren't expecting anyone to ever buy it.
No, yeah.
We just dismantled the test unit.
Yeah, I just like literally took it off our hanger queen.
I had to order new slide brackets on the side, the one that lets you tension the belt, the drive belt, and then those came from their warehouse in California, and then the knurled drive roller come from South Carolina.
They had it unknurled, but they had to knurl it. They had to knurl to order.
Fresh knurl.
They counter knurled it by accident, and they had to unknurl it and re-knurl it. Yeah.
And by that point, Malcom. It was too thin, so they just started over.
Drum sander,
I don't know what knurling
is. Yes.
I also love that like Dan's been fighting getting a planer for so long, and we've been just screaming at him for literally a decade at this point to get a planer. And he was like, "No, I don't need it. I get why I have my sander / planer." And now he's got it, and he's like, "Oh, it's like a mirror finish when it's done. It comes off. It's perfect.
It's so much better.
It's so good."
Jason, take a seat.
Sutton doesn't have to hardly do any sanding. Like we can like batch stuff out so fast now, it's crazy.
If Sutton's not sanding, what are you even paying him for?
Yeah,
what is he there for?
Look, there goes the man replacing, good skilled workers with machines.
He just got a big old fat raise.
Look at Dan.
Yeah.
Job creator.
Yeah. Dan gave him a raise.
Now, so
he let him order an actual soda instead of water when he took him out to lunch.
You can have a soda pop, not name brand.
It's got to be Big K
off
or
brand.
something.
You can get yourself a Dr. Thunder.
We say pop.
Oh, you say pop out there?
Soda pop.
Yeah, I say soda, but a lot of people say pop.
I just say what feels right in the moment.
Mr. Pibb.
We don't say Coke for everything.
What is Mr. Pibb? Is that like is Is it a type of cola or?
Mr. Pibb is
It's Dr. Pepper
rip
like
off.
Coke is to Pepsi.
Oh, okay.
That is Coke's
rip-off.
Coke's ripoff of Dr. Pepper.
Oh, okay. How come it was like
Coca-Cola owns Mr. Pibb.
like why
They
was it
just couldn't
famous
afford to
with like
go-
the gay community or something for a while? Like was it just because it was pink?
Not up to speed.
That
on
was
the K
Tab.
News, Pete. What?
Well, I'm big into Zima, so that's
Tab
why.
Cola.
Wait, why'd you get muted? Oh, there it is.
Fun fact, I used to work at a recycling center when I was 16, not fresh out of high school. I was still in high school.
I thought you were going to say
Fresh
fun
out of
fact,
dropping out.
I was super popular in the gay community.
Back in high
Still
school.
am. What do you mean used to be? So I know like what every pop brand and soda brand, like what their parent company is because we had to sort them and everything.
Isn't it just
He
like
knows
two
the
companies?
secret recipes.
It's one of my awful talents that I can't.
So my question is more like, who would ever drink Dr. Pepper or Mr. Pibb?
Oh, Dr. Pepper's great.
That's all set in drinks.
What is the
Yeah,
appeal?
it's busting.
I have a
Son
bunch of
comes to work with like 3
disgusting
cans of Dr. Pepper.
Diet Pepsi left in my fridge from when the boys were here.
Can you ship it to me?
I'm honestly just gonna throw it out.
No, I need it.
You're literally drinking it.
So,
so
hot
bad.
take then. Dr. Pepper's trash.
Mm.
Sorry.
No, it's
I
good,
could
man.
care less.
It's good stuff. I don't drink a lot of soda. To me, soda is one of those things where like when I have it, it's like, oh, this is so good, so sweet. Especially when it's like at a restaurant, like filled with
weird
ice,
taste.
super cold. I don't know. Maybe I should try to switch it out and like I'll probably just get fat. Like have soda more and then have like beer once in a while and be like, oh, so refreshing. But it's the opposite.
Here,
What?
That
What's a
helped.
dirty Dr. Pepper? I gotta know.
Is it just
David.
Dr. Pepper with like?
but it came out of the machine and they haven't cleaned it. In
They
a
just
while
haven't
'cause
cleaned it
it's
in a while?
tonic.
The soda was running over a dead mouse before it came out of the machine.
It's probably something gross. Like they put like I don't know, like ice cream in it or something.
Have you ever heard that story of like people drinking coffee at their work in their break room and it was tasting weird and I think I read this on Reddit or something and they opened up the machine and the coffee was being poured over like a dead mouse and going right into the cup. Yeah, I'll find the story.
Is that like some kind of filter?
That's why I just
It's like a I don't know. It's like
that is the
Reddit
weirdest
lore.
Dr.
Keurig.
Pepper, coconut, and
Oh
lime.
my god!
That is
You found a way to make Dr. Pepper worse.
that's worse. Oh, actually, you know what? I'll take the
Don?
lime. I'm not about the coconut though.
Don, I like you a lot, but I'm a Southerner too, so I'm allowed to say Dr. Pepper sucks.
Yo, by the way, did you guys?
I feel like as a Southerner, you're not allowed to say that Dr. Pepper sucks.
Oh, I am. I have.
That's-
Speaking of unhealthy things,
and Cheerwine too.
did you guys hear about what happened in New York City 2 days ago?
Yeah, hell
I was
yeah.
like a block or two away from where I was. Well, it was hours after or hours before I was there, but that was crazy. And what kind of shocks me is so anyone that's confused, the CEO of United Healthcare got straight up like
Capped.
born identity
He got
assassinated,
in the middle of
He-
like
he-
like
in the
silencer and everything, and in broad daylight.
most populous place. Yes.
His
Eh.
life coverage was denied.
Yeah, and what's crazy
dude
is
got
how many
away.
people are like, "Oh yeah, tragedy. Like it's awful. Like a person died. Like I will say it. Like that's awful. But like I'm kind of shocked at how many people are just like,
So
that's what
many
you get.
people are
United
not.
Healthcare. But like it's
The healthcare news is the health insurance stuff that's coming
Dude,
out is
also,
crazy. I've
if-
never seen a reaction to a
dude,
public
if I am
execution
a
or
CEO
public
of a
defamation
company like
this.
that, if I get paid $40 million a year, I'm paying for security. Like,
Well, yeah, now you are.
well, I mean, I would have already. Like, if I at the second I hit $1 million. If I make $1 million a
guys
year,
been following the
I'm getting
comments?
security.
Oh, my thoughts and prayers are out of network.
Oh no, that's
Oh,
awful.
it's a good start. Yes, I've seen it. Yep.
Well, the
Oh
problem
my
is
God.
he had security, but he hired the Mr. Pibb, not the Dr. Pepper
Yeah.
of security.
Oh no.
Both
Oh,
would
no.
have sucked. Neither would have protected him.
He
Also,
got the RC cola.
That would be really funny. His security,
RC Cola.
if his
That is
security
good.
people
I like
didn't
RC
get
Cola.
insurance coverage as part of their perk package.
It's crazy. But I mean, listen, I will say this: insurance is the biggest ripoff ever. Like they just rip people off.
It absolutely.
This-
It's so bad.
This is the
We
beginning
need it,
of the eat the rich. This
Oh,
is it.
totally. They're
This
so
is the
delicious
domino.
because of
This
all
is
the
the
escargot
domino.
they eat. I'm assuming, right?
It's like just a bunch of Wagyu ribeyes.
Yeah, yeah. There was an alibi. Actually, me and my buddy Frank, we're on the east side of Manhattan, and we go over to the west where this was like nearby where it happened, and we're in one of our like medical units because I work for a hospital, and we're there, and it's like the story of the day. Like everyone in the building, like,
Oh, yeah,
"Yo,
they can't
guys,
get
don't
it.
go outside. Don't go outside. There's a a killer on the loose," and we're like, okay. And at one point, and granted, this was to someone I knew, but I also probably shouldn't have just set it off so easily. They're like, don't go outside. There's a killer outside. And I just, as I'm walking with my laptop, I'm like, how do you know it's not us? And I just kept going. And they were
Oh,
like,
no.
whoa, no.
have a
You guys
mask on.
You guys are in the wrong tax bracket to be a target.
We were in jackets with, actually, no, I was wearing a suit and tie, so I didn't fit in. But like every person in New York wears that backpack, has a jacket, has a hood on. Like it just, everyone
Yeah, but
meets
this
the
dude,
description.
He got away. Hey, he got away. Like that's crazy to me.
It's New York. He got on a city bike and
course.
just
Right.
disappeared.
I get that, but there's so much to cover with him going in, making it to Central Park.
That's why
It was just
movies where people fall in love in New York, BS. You don't run into
Right.
anyone in New York.
Right.
You lose them immediately.
right. Yeah, and he had the presence of mind to clear the jam when he was doing it. He sat and waited, and then he started firing the gun, and it actually
It jammed.
jammed, and then he in the middle of all that, oh, let me clear this real quick, and then finish the job. It's so
Apparently,
crazy.
they're notorious. Like silencers notorious for jamming, which is not what movies taught me. I was a little upset to like learn real things.
the bullets had stuff on them, right?
Yeah,
The silencers don't really make it silent. Like
Raspberry.
Yeah, the
No
bullets
one-
literally had like words on them, and there's already merch, guys. Like people move so fast.
Braden, make hats quick.
It was the
better
United
have-
logo, but instead of the U's, it was moved
Deny.
sideways, so it was like D, so it was deny, whatever the
I'm
three
reading-
D's were.
I'm reading the comment. I'm reading comments now. Was the second shot considered a pre-existing condition?
Oh no. Oh, it's awful. I,
I mean,
hate that we're laughing about it, but I
That's
just
kind of
crazy
that's
news. I want to
kinda-
bring it up.
It's bad.
That's kind of the thing, though. It's
Somebody died.
I've read like a bunch of stuff, and I've been reading about this. And it's kind of like this weird thing of his policy in insurance has led to potentially tens of thousands of
Oh, yeah.
deaths, and it's just business. But one guy dies, and it's a tragedy. Like, where's kind of the line on human life and
I haven't seen
value and-
anyone saying it's a tragedy yet. Like that's
Oh,
the
well-
shocking part about this is that everyone is sort of the backlash from it is like
We're
keep
we're
going.
so numb to
there's other
everything.
people.
A
Here-
lot of the news sources are also trying to paint him as like a frontline healthcare worker. I work with healthcare workers. He is absolutely not a
Not-
healthcare worker.
He
He's
probably
a
hasn't
health
been
worker.
in a hospital in forever.
Well, he still won't.
Oh no. Damn, too soon. Well, speaking of being numb to things, because we've just been like
Yeah, we're talking about
This is a really dark
current
turn.
events. Let's get out of here.
No, I want to talk about something else that's current that's happening in New Jersey. This is actually weird. I don't know if it's happening anywhere else, but New Jersey is being swarmed by like car-sized drones that the FBI is investigating.
Oh, it happened in my area.
Yeah, like it's a thing
Around
that
Langley,
apparently the
airport
airport was actually shut down recently
Does
as
that
well.
have to do anything with the UFO battle
Yes,
that
they're
we were
UFO.
supposed to have on December 3rd?
People are saying UAPs. People are saying there's
I
like
don't know
some
about
drones people are
December 3rd.
testing, whatever. Like, dude, and what's funny is we've been told that there's aliens in the ocean. We're talking about like alien space battles. There's giant drones flying over New Jersey, and everyone's just like, "Yeah, but I still got to go to work tomorrow, right?"
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Do I still have to pay my
Like
bills?
they just like we just don't care. We've been so desensitized by the internet
Right,
that
there's
we're like,
tsunamis
ah,
happening on
yeah.
the West Coast, but
California got hit by a
AWP.
tsunami.
Right.
AWP is not an in-network podcast.
No,
I
no.
apologize.
We're a special. We're who you see after you've seen a regular doctor. You've seen a regular podcast. You're like, no, I need more. You're here.
Right.
We're your
Specialist.
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 We're
Yeah.
a referred specialist.
Yeah.
In
Referred
network
or preferred?
podcast
Referred
show title?
out of network.
Oh my god.
All right, we got some out of network cutting boards to talk about. So let's get out of here and get into the podcast, shall we?
Please.
Okay,
guys.
guys, thanks for joining us.
Why?
We'll see you all next week on Thursday. Love y'all. Bye.